Alright everyone, how you doing? I'm Unruly, welcome back to Unruly Horror. This is what I bought this month, June 2022, and yes, it's now July. I've been having trouble filming this, as you, I've not really had the time, so I'm sorry that it's late. I think the next one I'm filming is like next week, when it's in 2 weeks time, when the stuff does come. Haven't ordered anything, but I have what I ordered last month that sadly has just been sitting there. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up is a film that I don't think I have. I used to have. The thing I'm getting is I'm ordering off this website and I'm forgetting if I've already got it on DVD or Blu-ray. And so every time I order, I'll look through my collection thinking, have I already got this? And I don't think I have. I don't think I've got this on DVD or Blu-ray already, but it's The Strangers. I didn't like this film the first time I watched it because I thought it was boring. But after watching like the kill count on Dead Meat, and I can't remember who else I watched discussing it, I'm thinking I should give it another chance, because sometimes when you watch things, you could be in a bad mood, it could be late at night, and you may not enjoy it because of that. So I think I definitely need to give The Strangers a second chance. Funny enough, have I got the second one? I'm pretty sure I've got The Strangers Pre-Ad Night, or whatever you call it. I swear, I don't know. I've got over 300 films in my collection now. I'm allowed to forget if I've got one. So yeah, couple at home, they break in, mouse hunt. I can't explain it any more than that. That's what it is. Explore your worst fears imaginable with this shocking suspense thriller inspired by disturbing true events. After a 4 AM knock at the door, a haunting voice, Kristen McKay, in James Hoyt's remote getaway becomes a psychological night of terror as 3 masked strangers invade. Now they must go far beyond what they thought themselves capable of if they hope to survive. I remember when this came out in 2008 and everybody was talking about it in school, and everybody was like, what would you do if this happened? And I was like, I don't know. I even said I'd just kick them in the nuts. But terror them or women? I was like, oh, I don't know then. Who asks that to like a 12-year-old? What was that? 2008. If this came out after July 2008, I was 12. If it came out before, I was 11. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give it another chance, because it could be better than originally it is. It could be better than it originally was, than when I first watched it. Dry mouth, blooming hell. I cannot adult today. Okay, next up is a horror film I have seen literally everywhere. Like in the shops, every single shop. And I've always been interested. And, oh, I've just noticed it's a triple play. It is Right. Not sure my accent does that any justice. The Right. Anthony Hopkins. And it is, as you can see there, Blu-ray, DVD and digital. The discs are backwards. And you can see vodka in the reflection. Oh, professional. Somebody just made a loud noise outside. God damn it. Don't know why they do this. And that's fell off. Of course it has. Oh. Ugh. Oh, what the hell? I've just noticed someone's been spilt on this. I for God's sake. Oh. Okay, this is what happens when you buy second-hand and you haven't looked at it since you bought it. I was going to say, as I was turning this that way, there's a bit of a stain there. Then I look at the back. I haven't touched these since I got them in the post. I've just had them on top of my old laptop, which is clean. It's a white MacBook. So I can see why somebody, I got this for cheap. I can see why. And apparently, this Blu-ray, something could be wrong with it. Even though it's manufactured to the highest ability. That's good to know. That's good to know. You just can't win, can you? Okay, what's the right about Ike? Oh, inspired by true events. I feel like I need to clean my hands after this. Inspired by true events, the supernatural thriller follows a seminary student sent to study exorcism at the Vatican in spite of his own doubts about the controversial practice and even his own faith. Only when sent to the apprenticeship of legendary Father Lucas, who has performed thousands of exorcisms, does his armour of skepticism begin to fall. Drawn into his armour of skepticism. Well, with the drawn out to do the logline. Drawn into a troubled case that seems to transcend even Father Lucas's skill, the young seminarian, what is these words? Glimpses a phenomenon science can't explain or control, and an evil so violent and terrifying that it forces him to question everything he believes in. I need to bleach you before I go anywhere near you. I might watch that tonight because that does sound good. Next up is a film. I don't know if it's horror, but it's a film I watched first time when I was like 16 on the Horror Channel, and I watched it again last year during the pandemic when I got Prime. It's Pan's Labyrinth. Now, Pan's Labyrinth is a Spanish film, obviously, by... Come on, Lee, you can see his name. You can see his... Oh, what? Yeah, you can see his name. Where was it? And Guillermo del Toro. Yes. Guillermo del Toro is fantastic when it comes to creatures. And he did his best with this. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Also, you want to know a thing? I had a dream, not a nightmare. It was a normal dream that turned into a bit horror. Based on this creature right here. The one with the eyes and everything. And that dream led me to create a short film. I've got a short film script that I haven't filmed yet. I've got it there based on that dream I had where that creature was in it. And yeah, I really like Pan's Labyrinth. It's a very fantasy, dark story. So it unfolds through the eyes of Ophelia, a young girl uprooted to a remote military outpost commanded by her new stepfather. Powerless and lonely in a place of great danger, Ophelia lives out her own dark fable as she confronts monsters, both otherworldly and human, after she discovers a neglected labyrinth behind her family home. There she meets Pan, a fantastical creature who challenges her with 3 tasks which he claims will reveal her true identity. I can't remember how this film ends. I'm gonna have to watch it again. Next up is, in the last of the Blu-rays I've got this month. Oh wow, is this a British film? It's Red Mist. And I've never noticed, but Andrew Lee Potts is in this. He was in Primeval. Is this a British film? I have no idea. I'm trying to look at the studios and... Northern Night, it's an Irish film, I think. Oh. So, apparently from the director of Shrooms, which apparently is another horror film, which... Do I have? Because I would have only have it on Blu-ray because I think I've seen on Music Magpie where I buy me Blu-rays. Oh god, this is a very interesting angle of me. No, I don't have it. I think I don't have it on the list this month. But apparently that's a good comedy horror that I should see. So, a group of medical students at Forth Haven General Hospital study hard and party harder until a cruel prank accidentally puts the hospital's creepy caretaker into a deep coma. It's always a creepy caretaker, isn't it? But when Catherine, I take it is Ariel Kebbel, he was there, instead of putting a film like they normally do, like where you would probably say off, like they did here, The Uninvited, in the blurb on the back, they decided, should we put that film, The Uninvited? Because as you see with Andrew Lee Potts, they've got Primeval, the TV show, and when they've got his Primeval, they said for her, shall we put The Uninvited there? No, they said. We'll put that her biggest achievement is getting into Maxim's Hot 100 list. That's funny, I don't know why. She tries to revive the degenerate Lorna with an experimental drug. She instead sends his brainwaves berserk. It's not long before Catherine's friends are picked off one by one in a spree of grisly kills as the ultimate out-of-body experience ushers in a bloodbath of revenge. Why is that funny to me? Oh, it sounds like a decent little indie film, because there's no way there was a big budget behind this. Oh, I'm making jokes about it. It could be a good film. Okay. Next up are the 4 DVDs. First up is a film I haven't watched, but I've wanted to ever since I watched the kill count on Dead Meat. It's Trick or Treat. A creepy, darkly comic celebration of the scariest night of the year. It takes a creep show / Tales of the Crypt approach to a wicked new depths, with 4 interwoven tales set on Halloween. A high school principal moonlights as a vicious serial killer. The quest of a young girl for that special someone takes a gruesome turn. A group of teens carry out a cruel prank, and an irritable old man battles a mischievous trick-or-treating demon, also known as Sammy Boy. Right there. Yeah, I've seen the kill count in there. It does look good. It looks like a lot of good gore as well, especially when the guy, spoiler by the way, poisons the kid. Next up is this a film? Because I could have sworn I heard this was a miniseries. Firestarter. As you know, the remake is coming out. Of course, this stars good old Drew Barrymore as Charlie McGee. I've read Firestarter. Funny enough, I started reading it in 2009, and I kept not even getting halfway. I just kept reading and then putting it away, putting it away, until recently, last year, I started reading it again, and I finished it, and just in time for the remake. So I said, you know what, I will get the original, because I've heard the original is better. So Charlie McGee is happy, healthy, 8-year-old girl, normal in every way, but she has the power to set objects alight with just one glance. It is a power she does not want. It is a power she cannot control. And each night, Charlie prays to just be like every other child. But there are those that will do anything in their power to find her, control her, and destroy her. Will she have the power to survive? I can't, that's Never, is it? Is that him from Pet Sematary? It looks like it. I can't wait to watch this, because like I said, I read the book and there's some like good special effects that could happen. So like the farm scene, that's a big yeah. Based on Stephen King, obviously, Firestarter. It's a great book, by the way. It's a really good book. I don't have it with us, but it's a really good read. In the ending, like the end, like 20 pages. Decent. Next up is a film I haven't seen, but it's a sequel to a film that I have. It's Don't Breathe 2. Now, I was skeptical because I was like, how are they going to make a sequel to Don't Breathe? Like, Don't Breathe, the first one, yeah, they left it ambiguous with him surviving, but what can they do? So let's see what it says. In this thrilling sequel to his breakout Don't Breathe, Norman Nordstrom, who has been hiding out for several years in an isolated cabin, he lives with a young girl and has recreated the family stolen from him by a drunk driver. Yes, that was the basic plot of Don't Breathe. Their quiet life together is shattered when a group of unseemly criminals kidnap her. Norman is forced to tap into even darker, more creative instincts to save her. Okay? Just have a bit of an issue with that. If you've seen Don't Breathe, the first one, you will know he forcibly, well, kidnapped the drunk driver in with a turkey baster, impregnated her so he could have his daughter back. And then when she died, he was going to do the same thing to the one who broke into his house. So you're saying we're meant to cheer for him when he was the villain? Filmmaking, man, it's weird. I hope they explain that he hasn't actually done that again to get the daughter. I hope not, because that's going to be hard to support. But hey, it does sound good because he's blind as well. So how's he going to sneak up on the kidnappers to get the kid back? And last but not least, Cooties. Got a story about Cooties. New Price Studios, they own a production company. Well, they are a production company called Dead Real Films. Before Dead Real Films, they had a production company which I worked with called Easy as Pie. Now, Easy as Pie, their big project they were trying to get funding for and trying to get people interested in was a feature film called Too Young to Die. It was a zombie film based in the northeast of England. They had a poster of, like, you know, the American sign, the yellow sign, Too Young to Die. Well, Cooties here, they seen that somehow and they decided to rip it off. They used the exact same sign with their promotion to promote this film. And of course, Wayne and Henry, they were like, whoa, 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 we created that. No credit at all. So they contacted Universal Studios and says, you've used our image. Do we have to take you to court? They says, no, we'll stop using that image. And that's it. No compensation for them, nothing. So, yeah. It's about kids who become zombies due to a rancid chicken nugget. And it stars Elijah Wood, Alison Pill, and Rainn Wilson. So it's a bit of a comedy as well. I've seen the kill count on Dead Meat, and it looks like a pretty decent zombie film. Well, a take on a zombie film. Yeah. Please don't feed the children. So anyway, guys, that is what I bought last month, ironically. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. I will get the next one I bought out in 2 weeks' time, depending, because I'm going to be a bit busy in 2 weeks' time. I've got the launch of the fundraiser for Monday Blues, so should find time during them. My mum should have a moon boot on for my ankle because she's in a cast at the moment, so I'm busy doing everything. That's why I haven't found the time. And so yeah, I've just seen how long this video's been on for. That's a lot of time. I'm going to do this under 20 minutes. So please like, subscribe, share the channel if you like all things horror. Have a nice